Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I just want to read a few verses from the Quran in the chapter of the table, Surah Al-Ma'idah, where we learn about Nabi Isa alayhi salam and what will be said on the Day of Judgment. We are reading from chapter 5, verse 116. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذ قال الله يا عيسى بن مريم أأنت قلت للناس اتخذوني وأمي إلهين من دون الله. And on Judgment Day, Allah will say, O Jesus, son of Mary, did you ever ask the people to worship you and your mother as gods besides Allah? قال سبحانك ما يكون لي أن أقول ما ليس لي بحق. He will say, Glory be to you. How could I ever say what I had no right to say? إن كنت قلته فقد علمته. If I had said such a thing, you would have certainly known it. تعلم ما في نفسي ولا أعلم ما في نفسك. You know what is hidden within me, but I do not know what is within you. إنك أنت علام الغيوب. You indeed alone are the knower of all unseen. ما قلت لهم إلا ما أمرتني به أن أعبدوا الله ربي وربكم. I never told them anything except what you ordered me to say. Worship Allah, my Lord and your Lord. وكنت عليهم شهيدا ما دمت فيهم. And I was witness over them as long as I remained amongst them. فلما توفيتني كنت أنت الرقيب عليهم. But when you took me, you were the witness over them. وأنت على كل شيء شهيد. You are a witness over all things. إن تعذبهم فإنهم عبادك. If you punish them, they belong to you after all. وإن تغفر لهم فإنك أنت العزيز الحكيم. But if you forgive them, you are surely the Almighty, All-Wise. قال الله هذا يوم ينفع الصادقين صدقهم. Allah will declare, this is the day when only the faithful will benefit from their faithfulness. لهم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها أبدا. There are gardens underneath which rivers flow to stay there forever and ever. رضي الله عنهم ورضوا عنه. Allah is pleased with them and they are pleased with Him. ذلك الفوز العظيم. That is the ultimate triumph. صدق الله العظيم. Here I want to just make a few remarks. This is now from myself, these remarks. One of the remarks is to dismiss the idea that prophets and saints are omnipresent, as some people mistakenly believe. And where do we find that in this verse? It is where Isa alayhi salam is quoted as saying that وَكُنْتُ عَلَيْهِمْ شَهِيدًا مَا دُمْتُ فِيهِمْ. And I was a witness over them while I tarried amongst them, while I was with them. But فَلَمَّا تَوَفَّيْتَنِي, but after you have taken me, or I have passed from this realm, كُنْتَ أَنْتَ الرَّقِيبَ عَلَيْهِمْ. Then it was you who were witness over them. You remained among them, meaning God was always among them, always with them, okay? And I was witness over them as long as I remained among them. But when you took me, you were the witness over them, okay? So this shows you that Isa alayhi salam is not present with the people, and so is no other prophet or messenger or saint or anyone to be omnipresent, witnessing constantly. So that is an idea that we must dismiss as being out of hand, not in line with the Quran. And then we see that Isa alayhi salam also admits to having no power whatsoever, okay, in the pardon of his people. And that is where he says, I never told them anything except what you ordered. And then he goes on and to say, if you punish them, they belong to you after all. So Isa alayhi salam here doesn't accept intercession on behalf of these people who will who worship him and his mother. Okay, he says if you punish them, they belong to you after all. He doesn't say please let me intercede on their behalf and please pardon them. He doesn't do that. He says if you punish them, they are your servants, but if you forgive them, you are surely almighty, all wise. So he shows here that on the day of judgment, all judgment will belong to Allah. So that is also an important fact. And then here we see that the reward, the benefit, yawma yanfa'u, the benefit, the day, on this day, the benefit would be yawma yanfa'u as-sadiqina sidquhum, that the truthful will benefit this day from their truthfulness. It is translated as the faithful will benefit from their faithfulness, but more to the meaning, the truthful will benefit from their truthfulness, meaning they didn't lie, they were not deceived by lies. For them is lahum jannatun tajri min tahtiha al-anharu khalidina fiha abada. Okay, that they will dwell in gardens underneath which rivers flow, to stay therein forever and ever. And Allah is pleased with them. This is the highest, of course. The highest reward is actually the pleasure of Allah. And Allah is pleased with them and they are pleased with Him. Okay, why is the pleasure of Allah the highest reward? Also because Allah says, وَرِضْوَانُ akbar, and the rida, the pleasure of Allah is the greatest. So that is some of the remarks I can make from myself, but Wallahu a'lam, Allah certainly knows best.